Hello, welcome to Premier Sports Fun Center, where we give you watch along of various matches around Europe. And tonight is the return leg of the Copa del Rey semi-final game between Barcelona and Atletico between these two sides. So there's everything to fight for tonight. Yesterday, Real Madrid booked their spot in the final of the Copa del Rey. So tonight we'll be knowing who will be joining the most successful club in Europe, talking about Real Madrid in the final. My name is Ali Michelle, and I'll be your host tonight for today's watch along program. But I'm not alone in the studio. I have with me Dolakbo Sports in the Barcelona jersey tonight.
Good evening, Shagun. Good evening, football lovers. Another day to talk. Football lovers. Another day to talk about football. And, now we're talking about this about football. And, now we're talking about the Spanish Super Cup between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. We saw the first leg. What they really gave, what they brought to the party. So we are really up for another good game. And we saw the Real Madrid game yesterday. So I feel we know what we are really into, and I hope it's another 90 minutes that comes with a lot of goals and beautiful moments.
Yeah, we hear that. We hope it's another night that comes with beautiful moments of football tonight between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. And also in the studio is Paulo the Hasnafa.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Good evening, football lovers. I expect to see another great game. I expect to see another great game like the one we saw in the first leg, and we also saw what happened yesterday. I just expect to see a good game.
Yeah, we expect to see two good games tonight. It's still 0-0 between these two sides in the early stages of this encounter. Barcelona looking the better side in this game, and we are seeing VAR having a view on one of those ash tackles from the Atletico Madrid player there. Let's just see what VAR decisions would be. You're a Barcelona fan, and you can see the tackle on your screen there. Do you think that should be a yellow card, or is that penalty they are checking, or
I
it's
think
not penalty?
it's a possible red card.
Possible red card to a Atletico Madrid player there. Let's see what our VR decisions will be. But from our screens here, we can see the VR having a view of that one. What do you think?
Well, I think the decision is made already. I think no red card. So I think good one from the ref. It's still the early days, the early stages of the game, and let's see how it goes. No, I think it's about no red card.
Yeah,
No red
that is
card.
the decision from VR over the record. It's a no record decision there.
For
And
Aspilicueta,
that
I
was,
think.
what's that?
Aspilicueta, I think.
Aspilicueta, the former Chelsea captain there, who went into the tackle. And you can see Atletico Madrid manager there. That's Diego Simeone. He's in, he's in. I think he was so happy there that wasn't given as a red card. And you can see the referee explaining to Simeone what really happened there, because he felt that was a minimal touch on that Barcelona player. But game will have to continue right now. We're straight into the ninth minute of this encounter, and emotions are already flaring right there in that Copa del Rey game between Atletico Madrid and Real Madrid and Barcelona. It always happened this way. But talking about Atletico Madrid this season against Barcelona, seems they've had it easy against Barcelona.
Well, not. I won't say maybe they've had it easy, because we need to. I just feel maybe luck has been on their side, because you need to look at the first leg of the La Liga. Barcelona defeated them. No, they defeated Barcelona 2-1. I think that was Barcelona first loss. That was towards December last year, and we can see the second leg of this season again. Barcelona came out victorious 4-2, and this what they called again, the Copa del Rey, the first leg ended 4-4. So I think it has really been an head-to-head, a 50-50, a very close score. So, but I think good one from Atletico Madrid, and kudos to you need to look at the new recruit, the likes of Julian Alvarez, Gallagher. I think they've really settled down into the city so quick. And you need to look at the Simeone son again. Is also a good addition to the setup of Atletico Madrid. I think it's just so unfortunate that with all the hard work they have really put into play this season, they are out of the Champions League. The La Liga looks like it's gone already, because Barcelona are leading them with about, I think, 8 points now, if I'm not mistaken. I think this is the only trophy they really have that they can fight for. So I think they will come out, give it their all, and play their usual good football. And probably, who knows, maybe they can get Barcelona out, but that will be hard.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. You can hear that from the Lapo. And the early stages of this game is still 0-0 between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Paulo, I'll come straight to you. Talking about Atletico Madrid this season, it looks so unfortunate that they are in a league that has both Barcelona and Real Madrid. Because when you look at Diego Simeone as a manager of this Atletico Madrid, it seems to me that they deserve to win some things talking about trophies.
Yeah, I think about 2 or 3 seasons ago, or if I think they won the La Liga.
With Suarez.
To be fair to Diego Simeone, has been with Atletico Madrid for a very long time, and I think he should be the longest manager currently now. in I mean Spain there, and they've been a very good side. It's just that they, like you said, unfortunate to have a team like Barcelona and Real Madrid. And in Spain, they continue to dominate, and Atletico Madrid also they are a team that they've also been disappointing sometimes in some games, seasons, because at a stage we do see them, going probably as 5 point, 6 point clear of Barcelona and Real Madrid. But at the end of the day, they find a way to drop those points. But to be honest, they've really tried, and I think they deserve to get something.
Yeah, again, that Atletico Madrid deserves to win something, and tonight might just be the start of the season for them. They stand a chance of qualifying for the final of the Copa del Rey. Should they defeat Barcelona tonight, anything can happen and give us that beautiful All Madrid derby, All Madrid yes, rival derby in the final. And either of these two facing off against Madrid in the final is going to be a hard knock, hard not for either of them going up against Real Madrid. And that one, Barcelona they found it hard, easy, sorry, this season against Real Madrid. It seems that for how good Real Madrid is, whenever they face off against Barcelona, it's always easy for the young Barcelona guys. Do you see that happening again? Should Barcelona make it to the final?
Yeah, I see Barcelona still coming out victorious against Real Madrid, because we really need to look at this Real Madrid. They've just to me, I feel they just have individual brilliance. The teamwork, they've not really gelled. The Mbappe, Vinicius, Bellingham, they've not really been up to they've not lived up to the expectation standards to me, because I think you expect with this setup of Madrid, they should be giving the scoreline this Barcelona giving. Face some opponents, you go out 4-0, 5-0, you should get those victory whereby people know, yes, this guy. Well, regardless, Mbappe has really been in a fantastic form this.
So, trailing 1-0 against Eastbush in that encounter. I'll be coming back to give you all other results as it's going down in the EPL in various centers. But one that does interest us has to be the game between Manchester City and Leicester City. Well, Manchester City without Erling Haaland are currently leading 2-0 in that encounter. Liverpool against Everton is 0-0 at the 45th plus minute, and we know how big of a derby that match can also be.
Yeah, and this what a lot of, including me, Arsenal fans wants to see, and seeing Liverpool not winning that game. And as it stands now, it's say half time, goalless. It's a derby, Merseyside derby, and we saw what happened with the first leg. It was very, very controversial. They actually played out a 1-1 scoreline at Goodison Park, and so far Liverpool have not had it easy in this game. We've seen a lot of tackles, and we've seen VAR call, possible red card, and goal disallowed. So that's our Merseyside derby for you. But I just hope Everton gets something from this game. Talking as an Arsenal fan.
Yeah, you can hear that as an Arsenal fan. They just hope Arsenal, Everton gets something from that encounter. Yes, it's not far from fetch for Everton, because we know how crazy it is always. It always is at the Merseyside derby. So our focus match between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. That game is now in the 16th minute, and there's still no goal to show off. Are we looking, or are we? Should we be planning forward to an extra time?
Well, I think this is the second leg, and it's not a one leg. This is the, what will I put it, the second leg of the encounter. So I think both teams are just trying to play cautious. You don't really want to consider first goal, because we all know Atletico Madrid. If they net Barcelona first, they can sit back for the remaining 90 minutes, and then Barcelona will just keep knocking on their door and not get any goal. I think it's just a matter of time before the first goal comes in. But I really expect both teams will have a go in this game.
Okay, just a matter of time. And talking about the EPL, it's half time in that game between Bournemouth and Ipswich, with Ipswich leading 1-0. I think it's the start of second half. Brighton against Aston Villa, the second half has also started in that one, and still 0-0 in that encounter. Manchester City, like I said, also restarting the second half, leading against Leicester City 2-0, and also the start of second half in that one between Newcastle and Brentford. Newcastle leading 1-0 in that encounter. Surprisingly, Southampton took a 1-goal lead over Crystal Palace at halftime. Is the start of second half also there, and Liverpool against Everton, like I said, in that one is still 0-0 at the Anfield Stadium. Liverpool will be looking to solidify their position or their spot at the summit of the EPL table. A victory over what's it called, Everton, will just increase the tally and push them very closer to winning the EPL. And still a very hard nut for Arsenal to crack, to see the Gunners are winning the EPL. Is one thing Arsenal fans really want to see after 21 years of no EPL triumph. And guess this goal scorer for Newcastle is no other person than Alexandra Isak. He scored in the 47th minute for Liverpool, for Newcastle in that encounter. He'll be subject to very big monies from various clubs come end of the season.
Yeah, and a lot of big clubs have been eyeing Alexander Isak for a very long time now, and I think he has been able to convince a lot of them, especially this season, with what he has done with Newcastle United, and we saw how he helped them also to win their first trophy in over 70 years with Newcastle. Talking about the Carabao Cup, they defeated Liverpool. And for Alexander Isak, I don't see him remaining at Newcastle come next season, though they might likely also make it to the Champions League, because they are in fine position, and with this result now, I think they are up to 50 from and 50 it should be 50, because Manchester City is also winning at the moment, and the way it's looking in England, we might have a 5 team representing the English team in the Champions League. So though it will be very, if Newcastle made it to the Champions League, I know it will be very, very difficult or hard, because whoever, any team that is going to take him away from Newcastle, you have to bring at least a record fee to get him. That is if Newcastle make the Champions League. But I still don't see him remaining with Newcastle come next season.
Okay, yes, let's see if that is going to happen next season. There's still very much far to talk about, and don't forget to join us tomorrow also in that one between Chelsea and Tottenham in what happens to be another London derby. It's always interesting to see. Looking at the Barcelona starting 11 in this encounter against Atletico Madrid, Szczesny is the goalkeeper, Bade is the left back, Konde maintain a spot as a right back. We have Kubasi and Iago Martinez as the centre back pair for Barcelona. In midfield is Pedri and Frank de Jong, who is the standing captain for Barcelona. A bit up front, we have the young Lamine Yamal, Femi Lopez, and Rafinha. While up front is a low man striker, Ferran Torres. Dolapo, how comfortable are you with this starting 11?
Well, I think it is a very strong starting 11 from Barcelona. I think prior to the first leg, the only person who is missing has to be what's his name again, Daniel Mo, I think, and I think that's where he got injured. So I think good one for FC Barcelona. And you need to look at Hansi Flick. He came out and he said, this is almost the end of the season. Now he knows we really need to start rotating this squad, and fatigue will begin to tell. Like, you need to see Barcelona right now in the next 9 days, or I think from they play their after international break, March 27th to April 16th or so, they'll be playing about 5 matches, and that's a lot. It's a lot of game for them, so he really needs to keep these players fit and everything. So good one for him. And Femi Lopez back in the starting 11 today again. He's a very good player. Without Daniel, I think he should be able to come into the party so well.
Let's see if he'll be coming to the party. So for Barcelona, looking at Atletico Madrid starting 11. The goalkeeper is Musso tonight. There's no what's the first choice? There's no Oblak starting for Atletico Madrid tonight. He's on the bench in this encounter. And looking at it's a 5-man defense for Atletico Madrid. Llorente, Aspilicueta, Gimenez, Normand, and Madava, makes it a back five for Atletico Madrid, and the midfield trio of DePaul, Barrios, and Simeone. While up front is former Barcelona's player Griezmann, who is flanked by Argentine's Julian Alvarez, who is having a magnificent season right there in the La Liga. We are currently in the 22nd minute of that encounter, and it's still 0-0 between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. One is a defensive conscious team, and one is full of young, exuberant, attacking-minded players. So let's see how this game goes. And looking at the statistics at the 23rd minute, it's no surprise to see that Barcelona are having the better share of ball possession. 68% of the ball possessions to Barcelona, while 32% 30%, just 32% to Atletico Madrid. And the reason why I say one is defensive minded and one is attacking conscious, and that is what we are seeing in the statistics. But one thing is statistics, and one thing is putting the ball into the back of the net.
Yeah, and we've seen that a lot of games involving Atletico Madrid. They don't always care about possessions, and we saw it in the first leg. How Barcelona was dominating, but they were just scoring goals. And you could also remember the league match. The match they won Barcelona 2-1. We saw how Barcelona was having almost 80% of the possession, but Atletico Madrid. But not just the possession, but so far as it stands, they are yet to register any shot on goal, both shot off target, nothing. But we know Atletico Madrid how they play, and I think Diego Simeone actually have a plan for this game, probably to make allow the Barcelona to do the play in the middle of the park and eat them on counter. And when we were reading out the Atletico Madrid lineup, I was surprised. What's his name now? Alexander Solot, is on the bench because he's a man that
is one player that knows
how to score Barcelona and Real Madrid. Yeah, probably it's a game plan to bring him on when the Barcelona players are getting tired. So, but let's see. I'm not surprised with the statistics so far.
Okay, so let's see what really happens in this one between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. This the 23rd minute of that game is still 0-0. Barcelona looking the better side in this encounter, taking the attack to Atletico Madrid, but still no goal to show off. It's the 25th minute, and that was the tackle there from the young Lamine Yamal. And the referee says that is a free kick to Atletico Madrid. What's Diego Simeone complaining about there? Probably expecting that should have been probably a yellow card to Lamine Yamal there, but the referee thinks otherwise and says no. That looks like a fair challenge there from the young Spanish midfielder. We're straight in the 25th minute. Aggregate score sits at 4-4 in this encounter. Who is going to get a victory in this one? Let us see. It's going to be a free kick. So throwing, not even a free kick. Probably that was why Diego Simeone was so furious there. And his Atletico Madrid were back in possession at the back. Sends it straight to the goalkeeper, Musso with the ball there for Atletico Madrid. Sends the long one into the other half of the pitch. Tries to play in, what's it called? Julian Alvarez there. Barcelona regains possession, returns it back to the goalkeeper. Watch later, Szczesny. Szczesny sends one out and finds Jude Kounde. Just Kounde looks forward into midfield and finds Femi Lopez, who returns back to the French international. Barcelona are trying to attack and penetrate through the Atletico Madrid line and sends it back. It's Balde on the ball there. Moves on with the ball for Barcelona, looking to make a good use of it. Sends it to Rafinha. Rafinha returns it back into the heart of the defense, finds his teammate, and if I'm not mistaken, that looks like Pedri. Yeah, Pedri with the ball there, goes out wide to find his teammates. Yes, Barcelona attacking right now, looking to get the first goal in this account. So we're straight into the 27th minute of this game, and it looks like if Barcelona are going forward, Atletico Madrid are so stubborn at the back. They just want to defend as much as possible in this one.
Yeah, and you could see that with the lineup, having a 5-man defense. Even when Atletico Madrid is playing a 3-man defense, I always, had to, break down, and not to talk of, having a 5-man defense. And if Barcelona is going to win this game, they will need to work, extra hard to make sure they get a goal, because
and this should be the first goal.
That is the first goal for Barcelona. Finally the back. And at the end of the day, all the attack has come to pay off for the Barcelona team. And it's Ferran Torres. The Shark. I really miss the dog
right now. He's in good form. He's in good form. And I think consistency and determination is beginning to pay out for him right now, because we really need to see how he was almost moved out of the Barcelona team doing every transfer window. And he has come out to even prove to the world that he came out and he said, I'm not just a sub. I'm here to fight for a starting spot and everything. And good one. Wow, what a pass from Lamine Yamal. What a pass from Lamine Yamal. Okay, this guy just keeps to amaze the whole world.
And look at that beautiful one from him at the age of 17, if I'm not mistaken. 17. He has the world as his foot. But talking about 17 and playing at the age of 17, playing over 100 games, is that not Barcelona, trying to ball this young man out?
Well, I think you just need to look at the Barcelona, the way the game has really come this season for FC Barcelona. This stage we are right now is not the stage whereby you want to bench your best leg. You will rather take them off when you feel the game is dead already, when you feel you've killed everything that coming at you. But for now, I think Lamine Yamal will keep playing as much as possible. Against Girona, there was news of Hansi Flick deciding to put him on the bench. But he came out, he met with Hansi Flick, and he said it's good to go. And why will you put your best leg on the bench when it's ready to go? But I know age-wise, he does not really look so healthy and so much good for him. But I trust the Barcelona medics to do that side.
Okay, so let's see what really happens this way. But the game is finally opening up, and it's Barcelona who has finally gotten a goal in that encounter in the 27th minute. Ferran Torres, the former Manchester City prodigy there, putting it into the back of the net. And talking about Ferran Torres, a lot of people expected him to be the heir to Lewandowski, but he's yet to live up to expectations at Barcelona.
Yeah, Ferran Torres has been there. He's been there for a while now with Barcelona. And he also talked about how he was, Barcelona at a point wanted to ship him out, probably on loan or even to sell him outrightly. And as it stands now, it's looking like he will still be at Barcelona for a very long time, because we know Lewandowski, the main number 9, is actually on the bench now.
Lamine Yamal moving forward with the ball for Barcelona, drops into the box with a beating second goal. It's still Barcelona looking to get the second goal. Beautiful save from the goalkeeper, and that was finally wasted there by Barcelona. That should be going to the back of the net. That should have been the second goal. That should have been the second goal for Barcelona, but fortunately they actually wasted that.
What a play from Lamine Yamal
again. Play from the young Lamine Yamal, but that should be going to the back of the net. Look at that beautiful movement in the box, but good defensive work. But the final layout from Pedri was actually wasted. Look at how easy it is for Lamine Yamal.
No, I think that's what's his name.
Oh, no, that's Lamine Yamal skipping
I
through
think
there. Skipped through about 3 or 4 players. Drop that pass to Pedri and drop that off for his teammates. And Rafinha was the one who was not Rafinha who couldn't get the final touch, but that final touch was what eluded Barcelona there and not allowing them to get the second goal in that moment. They keep on being looking like the driving force in this encounter, looking to get the second goal against this Atletico Madrid side. Anything can still happen in this encounter, and it's still Barcelona leading 1-0 in this one. Every attack in this game looks like it's coming from Barcelona. We are currently making Atletico Madrid look like they are here to just play on this pitch. And it's now Barcelona attacking right there from the right, and it's Koundé who finds his teammate there. Koundé got in with the ball. Is that Lamine Yamal? Him between how many legs, for Christ's sake. This boy needs to be protected, and you can see the anguish on the face of the Atletico Madrid player, arguing that shouldn't have been a foul, and that is the Atletico player who is finally going into the referee books right there for that tackle is Ronaldo, who has been yellow carded. And the left back getting a yellow card against Lamine Yamal is really going to put Atletico Madrid in a big trouble right now, because he has to be careful against Lamine Yamal. Any next tackle or any unnecessary tackle right now might just be a red card to that Atletico Madrid player right there. And it's still 1-0 in that encounter. Barcelona leading away from home against Atletico Madrid to pull the aggregate at 5-4 right now. We're currently in the 32nd minute of that encounter. Free kick to Barcelona, and you can see Rafinha there. I think that is Pedri also there standing on that free kick duty.
Lamine Yamal might also prefer to take this.
But is this strong from free kicks?
He came out and he has been trying in training. He has been taking 1 or 2, and in the last game again he took one which got deflected in. So
looks like it's Pedro will be taking this free kick for Barcelona. Let's see who's taking this for Barcelona. It's Pedro who takes it and took a wicked deflection. I came off the woodwork there. I think that should be going out for a corner kick. Yes, it's going out for a corner kick to Barcelona right there in the 32nd minute of this encounter, and it's still 1-0 Barcelona leading against Atletico Madrid. Pedri will be taking this corner kick and takes a short one, returns it to Bade. Bade will hold on to the ball, returns it back to Pedri. Pedri with the ball looks inward into midfield and finds his teammate. And yes, Barcelona looking to attack. Kibasi, if I'm not mistaken, cuts for Wizard with a beautiful shot, but that shot keeps on rising and not going to threaten the goalkeeper. That is Alejandro Bade, the Spanish international. He lost his spot in the Spain national team to Cucurella.
Well, no, I won't say he lost it. Alejandro Bade was also out with injury last season, and he's just coming back from a long time out, so he really needs that time to get back trust me, he will be back. He will claim his spot back, and I think with his form of recent, he is really, really getting it right. And I think it's just a matter of time before we see Alejandro Balde back in the Spain national team.
Okay, like I said, it's just a matter of time before we see Alejandro Balde back in the Spanish national team. Fantastic left back on this day. Still 1-0 in that game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, and it looks like Julian. What's it called? Julian Alvarez
Right.
is in the beat, is in pain. Yeah, just hope he'll be able to continue because he's going to be a big miss for Atletico Madrid. Should he be going out injured? Looks like there was a tackle on him there from Pedri. Just hope that wasn't a very big tackle on him there. Let's see that again. Oh, I think that was a late leg forgotten on him there. And this is the start of second half in that game between Liverpool and Everton. The Merseyside derby is still 0-0 in that game, and we're seeing the start of second half in that one. Crystal Palace still trailing 1-0 away at St James Park, and that game is in the 63rd minute. Also in the 63rd minute is that one between Newcastle and Brentford. Newcastle leading 1-0. Manchester City still leading 2-0. What an header there from Atletico Madrid against Barcelona, but that one threatened Thursday in goal post. A beautiful header there from the Atletico Madrid midfielder there, but it's Barcelona who are trying to eat out on the counter. Unfortunately, that was easily cut out there, and it's going to be a throw-in to Barcelona. Lamine Yamal will chase that off and takes the throw-in as quick as possible. Finds Jules Koundé, the former Sevilla man, looks into midfield and finds was the captain for tonight. Back to Koundé. Koundé finds his teammate there. Still Barcelona looking to attack right now. Lamine Yamal called into action and looks into the midfield, finds his teammate, but Atletico Madrid will chase that. Back in place, Lamine Yamal. That should be a tackle, but the referee says there was an earlier tackle on an Atletico Madrid player, and that is going to be the first yellow card for Frankie de Jong here, who went late into that tackle. The yellow cards are finally coming into this game.
Yeah, a lot of card, and Atletico Madrid needs to be very careful because you could see they're having about 3 to 4 players, are already yellow carded in this game, and the game is beginning to eat up. And I think Atletico Madrid at this stage should change their approach because we saw how Barcelona have been, bombarding them with a lot of attacks, but though they've been repelling most of those attacks, but at the end of the day, they couldn't stop Ferran Torres from scoring. So they need to be very careful and probably change, tactics.
Okay, there's lots of yellow cards in that game, and one unfortunate result I'm seeing right now, or score I'm seeing right now, has to be Ipswich, who are currently leading away from home against Bournemouth 2-0 as it stands right now.
Yeah, and I actually saw the result also. I mean the scoreline, and I was so surprised. I didn't actually give Ipswich, Ipswich Town any chance of even getting a draw. Not talk of scoring 2 goals now and leading by 2 goals, and among those teams that recently came from the second division, I think Ipswich Town have been the best among those 3. But it's just that the league is too probably too big for them, and if you the gap between them and Wolverhampton Wanderers as it stands now with this victory should be I think about 7 to 9 points, and though I still see them relegating because it's a very big mountain for them to climb, which I don't think they'll be able to escape.
Yeah, that mountain is actually a very big one for them to climb. Don't say that escape route coming through for Ipswich, but anything can still happen in a game of football. Mathematically, they are not relegated yet. And back in play in that one between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, the tackles are just flying in this encounter. And look at how young the Barcelona players. I'm very sure you are praying that one of your main players just don't get injured in this encounter, which is currently in the 37th minute. It looks like how many yellow cards have we seen in this game? I think we've seen about 3 yellow cards in this encounter.
Atletico
4, yeah. Atletico Madrid will break out.
Yeah.
Atletico Madrid will break out against Barcelona right now. Sends it into the midfield and tries a long ball up feature without but that was too much for Griezmann to meet, and it's going to be a throw into Barcelona. Look at that pass there, beautiful pass to Lamine Yamal, beautiful intelligence initiative from Lamine Yamal to pick out Ferran Torres now for the opening goal for Barcelona. And yes, Barcelona back in possession. Just go there with the ball there, beats his man, tries to hold on to the ball, but at the end of the day, it's advantage Barcelona because they've gotten themselves a throw in that encounter. 38 minutes of action gone in this encounter, and still Barcelona leading 1-0. have you been impressed by Barcelona's style of play in this encounter?
Yeah, yeah. Trust me, this has been the typical Barcelona style of play, but we cannot take anything off from Atletico Madrid until the final whistle is blown. We've seen them done that about 2 times this season. The first leg of the league, they gave us a shout for everything. The first leg of the Copa del Rey also. So I think the Barcelona setup knows who they are really, they knows what their opponent are really capable of, and I think they will not want to even relent a little bit through till the final result. I think then they can have the enough weight they really want. But for now, it's a good game from FC Barcelona.
Okay, it's a good game from FC Barcelona. Atletico Madrid will look to attack in that encounter and see if they can get an equalizer of their own. But there's still much time to go in that encounter. Still 1-0 Barcelona lead. That game is in the 39th minute already, and it's still 1-0. I'm looking at that one in the Merseyside derby between Liverpool and Everton. It's still 0-0 in that game. Everton doing everything possible to get out the opener in this game and sends it out wide there. A chance for Everton and Liverpool there. A beautiful last leg save there from the goalkeeper Pickford, and the referee says that it was an offside call against Liverpool. Why is Everton always a big problem to Liverpool?
Yeah, in fact, we've seen Everton, give Liverpool a very, very, serious problem. Not just today, and if you look at the record against Liverpool, the last 3 seasons, they've been a very, very strong opposition, against Liverpool. And today, they are still holding their ground. At least if they can get something from it. And Liverpool at the moment, I think they a little bit confused as to how to play this Everton, because we know Everton also, they are like the Atletico Madrid of England, because they are always defensive, and it's always very hard to get a goal against this stubborn Everton side. And for Liverpool, I think, and it's also a derby, and I think between Liverpool and Everton, I think this should be the oldest fixture, if I'm correct, yeah, in the English Premier League. So they've come a long way, both teams. So
okay, as you can hear that sound from Paulo. Both teams have come a long way. Yeah, he's Liverpool sporting their red jersey, coming all out against Everton in that encounter, looking to get the first goal in this game, and it looks like there's much pressure on this Liverpool side to get a victory. Looking at the fact that what's it called, Arsenal got a victory yesterday, and it looks like it's way back for Bournemouth in that game against Ipswich, because they finally returned one in that encounter. And fortunately for Newcastle, is Brentford, who has also equalized in that encounter. That game is in the 70th minute, while the Bournemouth game against Ipswich is in the 71 minutes. Aston Villa has also gotten a goal away against Brighton in that encounter, and that is another chance to Liverpool there. But Grand Revenge couldn't put that into the back of the net, and Liverpool keep on knocking on the door to get a goal in that encounter. But that goal has really eluded them in this encounter, and that game is currently in the 53rd minute, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it's the 53rd minute in that encounter, and it's still Liverpool 0, Everton 0. Looking at the Liverpool starting 11 is Kelia, who is back in goal post for Liverpool, and the back four of Curtis Jones, Konate, Van Dijk, the captain, and Robertson. In midfield, we have Gravenberch and McAllister at the pivot role, while up front in midfield is Mo Salah, who has been kept quiet in this encounter. Szoboszlai slot in as the attacking midfielder, and we also have Luis Diaz in the starting level, and the Loma striker, a return to the starting level for Diogo Jota.
What's that?
Okay, looking at the Barcelona game, that game is almost everything looks like will be set for an halftime Barcelona win in that air counter, because Barcelona currently leads 1-0 at the 42nd minute of that air counter. I'm very sure you are really happy, but not really a convincing performance from Barcelona to me in this first half.
Yeah, I think you need to look at the level of the opponent they are facing. Atletico Madrid is not always an easy one, and playing in their own Metropolitan again, you know how hard it is to get a victory there. So I think Barcelona will just try and do everything possible, and good one, they can go into the halftime leading, knowing that okay, yes, we are still 1 foot into the final already, and let's just see how it goes. But good one so far for me to them.
Yeah, you can hear that. He's a Barcelona fan, so I'm very sure that is why it's looking like a good one in his own face. But to me, it's not really a good scoreline yet because I really expect them with all the attack in this game. We should be having more than one goal. Look at the
Wow,
chance to
against
Everton there, but
Atletico.
they couldn't pull that into the back of the net. And it's still 0-0. You can see the frustration on the face of David Moyes, a woman who we are very much familiar with at Everton. Right from his old time, he's a legend of that football club. And the 55th minute of the second half, still 0-0 between Liverpool and Everton. Paulo, I know you are praying this game ends this way.
Yeah, probably Everton got the old 3 point, but if it ends this way, the pressure will continue to mount on Liverpool. And I think in the APL now, I think it's Liverpool that is playing on pressure because they know that if they fail to win the league now as it stands now, it will be one of the biggest
So you think there's no pressure on Arsenal to win the EPL after 21 years?
there is pressure, but what I'm saying with the position now, the point gap, and we have less than 8 matches to go now. Now, if Liverpool fail to win it, that means it's a very
How many points is Liverpool?
I think about okay, as it stands now, it should be 10 points now.
10 points right now.
Yeah, as it stands now, it should be 10 points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With how
Should
many
be
matches
10
to go?
points.
I think about 8 matches to
Eight
go
more
now.
games to
Yeah.
go.
Eight more.
So
Yeah, as it
and
stands right now, it's 10 points.
10 points, yeah.
Should it end in a draw, Liverpool will still remain at the summit with 71 points, while Arsenal
71 or
second
72?
71
Okay,
points. Should they
71.
end this
Yeah,
way?
yeah,
Should they
yeah.
end this way? They'll be on 71 points. And should Arsenal win, Arsenal currently sits second. Sorry, after match day 30, it's 61 points for Arsenal. That is 10
Well, I
points
think the league is
gap
gone.
between both of them. But one thing Arsenal also needs to be careful of is starting sitting just behind them. Nottingham Forest, 57 points. They currently have. That is 4 points off Arsenal. So they are closer. Arsenal is even closer to the third position
Than the first.
than they are to the first.
Yeah, Nottingham Forest, they've been, I think they've been the surprise package this season. Every season we usually have, I think, a team that we, surprise many. But at the end, at the beginning, I don't think there will be a lot of, people that would have given Nottingham Forest this kind of chance they've had this season. And we saw them yesterday also how they, defeated Manchester United yesterday. They scored as early as in the first 10 minutes, and they were able to, hold on to that one goal. And for Nottingham Forest, I think they deserve to, play in the Champions League this season. Looking at
This should be the goal. And
That
that's
is the
it.
first goal for Liverpool.
I think Arsenal fans just need
And
to know that
finally,
no way
the
Liverpool
break Arsenal fans
Diego Jota.
anywhere.
What a
It
goal.
matters. And who else than
What a
Ghana?
goal.
We just back from injury there. Diego Jota and getting Liverpool the first goal. And the first goal in this encounter in the 5th or 6th minute. And whenever you're praying for something bad to happen for your opponent, you should know that the God of football is not just on your side alone. Beautiful goal from that man, a man who is always there for Liverpool. Though not always there when it comes to play football matches, but whenever he's on the pitch for Liverpool, the quality from
Quality
Diego
player,
Jota,
Diego Jota.
you can't just argue about
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, and Diego Jota has been a good player for Liverpool, and though he's always injured most of the time, and that was a lovely goal from him, man.
Yeah, lovely goal from him, and that is what champions are made of. As Liverpool currently leading 1-0 in that game at the
I think it should be
58th
halftime in
minute.
Barcelona.
Yes, it looks like it's halftime in that game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Barcelona taking a one-goal lead in the first half. Courtesy that goal scored in the 27th minute by Ferran Torres, and they'll be looking to come back into the second half to solidify their spot or position in this encounter. They want to get a victory, and they'll be facing off against Real Madrid in the final again. Both of you are still in the Champions League, and you might also be facing off in the final with waiting Suns in the Champions League.
Well, I really want that. I want that match. I want that final. Because most people, I think, they've given too much respect to Real Madrid, and I think Barcelona just
Do you
need
think
to.
they don't deserve? Do you think they don't deserve their respect?
They deserve it, but I think most people have really looked down on Barcelona.
Yeah.
They feel like maybe Madrid is just in Champions League is a different ballgame. But I tell people, throughout our Madrid dominance in the Champions League when they won the treble, did they face Barcelona? No. If they face Barcelona, trust me, they won't win that treble. Barcelona will knock them out even if it's one if it was just to be in one Champions League year. There is no way they will do that treble if we meet each other. And I think luck has just been on their part not meeting Barcelona, and they themselves know it. If they come up against Barcelona, there is no way they will do that.
All right, straight into the additional time, second minute of additional time in that game between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. It's Barcelona who I think has a corner kick or a free kick there, if I'm not mistaken, to attack against Atletico Madrid. They currently lead 1-0 in that game. Let's see what they make out of this corner kick here, and the cross into the box there. But that's unthreatening the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. And back to one other interesting match, and it's that one between Liverpool and Everton. And looking at the Everton starting 11 is Jack Pickford, who is the goalkeeper. At left back, we have Mikolenko. And at right back, we have O'Brien. And the centre back pair of Brunwaite and Tokoski. At the midfield, we have Gueye and Ghana at the pivot. While up front, we have Akares, Dakore, and Harrison. While a Loma striker is the Portuguese Beto, starting up front for Everton. But they currently trail 1-0 at the Merseyside Derby at the stadium, where we know it's always noise field, that is Anfield. And that was a beautiful chance for Barcelona to double their lead in this encounter. But fortunately, that is not going to the back of the net.
Yeah, I think he should be doing better. They at least get that on target. But good one. And again, Lami Yama again with a beautiful cross here.
I don't know. When we started this show, the pressure was on him. But just won't go into the game. And looks like there's no pressure on you anymore.
Well, maybe not really, I would say, because I think Atletico Madrid, regardless, if Barcelona get to sleep within a minute, 2 minutes, they can turn this game around. So I think good one for Barcelona. They've gotten the first goal. Right now, they just have to really be so cautious. Every player needs to give their 100% right now. Because if you sleep on this Atletico Madrid, Alvarez, we know how dangerous he is on his day. Griezmann, we know what they can bring it to the party. So I think Atletico Madrid are still very much in this game. Just a goal for them right now, and they are back into the game.
I guess still 2-0 in that one between Manchester City and Leicester City. Paulo, we've seen an argument that Manchester City problem this season has to be Rodri, who has been out injured. When you look at the caliber of players still in Manchester City at defensive midfielder, they got Nico Gonzalez early January, but it seems that he's not still the kind of player to replace Rodri. Do you think Manchester City problem is Rodri, or there is another issue with that team?
Well, I don't think it's Rodri, though it's part of it, but I don't think it's, Rodri, like the way most people have been insinuating that it's due to his absence. If you look at the team, I think it's about, teams finding out them out, and the squad is actually aging. If you look at the squad, you see that they have a lot of tired legs now. Yeah. Talking about in the midfield and the defense, because you look at one of their in fact is their most creative player. Talking about Kevin De Bruyne this season, he has not been he has been injured, and he's about 33 years old now. He can't run anymore like before. Ruben Diaz, Ake, even Bernardo Silva, those players that usually come good for them. This season they've not been, and I think it's as a result of those players not living up to expectation. I don't think it's just solely on Rodri, because they hardly win games. I can't remember the last time they won 3 consecutive matches. Talking about Manchester City, I can't remember. And this season they've been very, very disappointing, because we've seen them go 2 goals up, 3 goals up at the and at the end of the lose those points. So to me, it's not Rodri. And though they brought on what's his name now, Nico Gonzalez, and they brought him on during the January transfer window, and he's still new to the league. Hopefully, we'll see more from him come next season.
Okay, I'll come back to it. Halftime at the Metropolitano Stadium, and it's Atletico Madrid, the home side, who are currently trailing against Barcelona at halftime. That goal was scored in the 27th minute for Barcelona. Ferran Torres will actually lash onto that beautiful layoff pass from Lamine Yamal to give them the up. Now, we saw Barcelona in the first half. They controlled the game, but just one goal to show off. And it's always dangerous when you play against Atletico Madrid and you have just one goal. Look at the man up front for Atletico Madrid, and looking at the bench of Atletico Madrid, we know the kind of players Diego Simeone can still bring into the second half to change the face of the second half. What are your expectations for Barcelona manager and the players in the second half?
Well, I think for me so far so good. Hansi Flick has come into this game with a plan, and it's working so well for him because he's the one leading right now. So I think if he gets into the twilight of the game, he won't want to make the mistake he made in the first leg, like by taking off from Pedri. If you look at that game, I think Barcelona were leading 2-1 or so. Then when he took Pedri off, then everything really changed. And Pedri this season has really been in one fantastic form. He has been so good in the midfield, and the pairing of him and Faki De Jong is really good to watch. So I think right now what Hansi Flick might just try to do is still keep the same set of players on the field of play. Let's see how the next 15 minutes goes into the game. Then when we get to the 60th to 70th minute, we know then Simeone will be throwing in everything if the score remain 1-0. Then that's when I expect Hansi Flick to bring up his own plan again. Probably look back and let me say, let me go defensive. Let me bring in an Eric Garcia that can really support the defense and also play as a we've seen Eric Garcia debutize as a defensive midfielder, so he can really bring it that much fluidity within the defense and the midfield. So I think probably we will see Eric Garcia come in later much in this game, and maybe Araujo get some time. But for now, it's a good game.
Okay, looking at the Atletico Madrid substitution bench, where we have Jean Oblak, Clement Lenglet, the former Barcelona player there, Javi Galen, Noel Molina. He's a Witzel. Yeah, we always know that name from the Belgium national team. Rodrigo Riquelme, that's the son of the legendary Argentine midfielder Riquelme there. Koke is on the bench. Thomas Lemar, Conor Gallagher, Samuel Alino, and that man, I'm very sure every Barcelona player fan don't want to see talk about right now, Alexander Solot. Paulo, looking at the bench, who do you think can come into this game and change the face of the game for Atletico Madrid?
Well, I think you just is the man you just mentioned Alexander Solot. We've seen a lot from him. Because I said earlier on I was surprised not seeing him starting in this game. Probably it's due to the game plan, but I'll be expecting to see him at least in the first 10 minutes if the scoreline.
He actually knows how to score against Barcelona, right from Girona.
Yeah, if the scoreline remains like this, I'll be expecting Diego Simone to introduce him at least in the first 10 minutes of the second half to see. Let's see if we can change the game for Atletico Madrid. And at the same time, Barcelona needs to be very careful. I just hope those chances they missed in the first half will not come back to on them. Yeah. We saw what happened in the first leg. How they thought they've already won the game, and Atletico Madrid come back. At the same time, I just think Atletico Madrid needs to change their approach. They've been doing defensive a lot of defense. We'll probably remove one of those defenders out of those 5, then bring a more attacking minded player. We have the likes of Thomas Lemar also on the bench, and there's even Conor Gallagher also. We know he knows how to move the ball, and he also comes in with goals at times. So
I remember him scoring a first minute goal against Barcelona.
I think it's
the first leg.
Yeah, I think it was among the goal scorer. So
the first minute of that game.
Yeah, and I won't be surprised if it also comes in also alongside
to Liverpool, and that's beautiful power, towering header there. But that will be going into the back of the net, and it's another corner kick to Liverpool. Better there with the header there, and here is that man. Some argue that he hasn't really played what he played for Argentina at the World Cup. Talking about Alexis McAllister.
Oh. Well, that's a big call, and I think if you look at the way the Argentina team is set up, I think it's much more different from this Liverpool setup. I think in the Argentine national team, I think he has this much more freedom when he can go attack and defend. He dictates, maybe I would say, he dictates the play. But at Liverpool, you need to look back. You're having Szoboszlai, you're having what's his name again, Mo Salah, you have Diego Jota, you have Luis Diaz. These are attack-minded players, and it's really a big call for him. Yes, it has really limited his potentials at Liverpool, but still, he's a good player.
Okay, looking at the Barcelona's bench in this encounter, one name I thought would be starting this game has to be the goalkeeper Inaki Pena, and also we have Diego Cochen, Gerard Martin, Eric Garcia, Ronald Araujo, Hector Fort, Gavi is on the bench, Pablo Torre, Robert Lewandowski, Ansu Fati, and Paul Victor. Ansu Fati should be starting this game for Christ's sake.
Well, I knew that a joke by you. Well, Ansu Fati's case is just, everyone knows he has been out for so long, and we know how football is. And it started with a beautiful career, and who says they can't still pick up those form? I think it just
sorry, Scotty, to interject. I think if you guys are not even careful with Lamine Yamal, it might be, at the end of the day turn into another Sufati.
No, no, I think they will protect Lamine Yamal. Lamine
No,
Yamal,
protect him with
yeah.
him start the age of 17, starting over
No,
100
Lamine Yamal
games.
will surely still have his rest. I
When?
think he will have his rest this season. The major thing is when you look at the way this league is right now, you can't bench your best legs. That's one thing we really need to know. You can't bench Lamine Yamal right now. Probably when we are in the twilight of the season, when it's meant probably maybe 3 matches, 4 matches, and it looks like all I need is one win, then we can see Lamine Yamal having a lot of rest. We saw Rafinha the last 2 games, he was on the bench. Probably this weekend against who are we facing? We have Betis. Oh, Lamine Yamal have to start. So Lamine Yamal will just keep playing till probably when the league is almost over.
Okay, yes, it's the 88th minute in some centers in the EPL, and looking at the result, the scoreline right now. Bournemouth still trailing 1-2 against Ipswich, and also Brighton are currently trailing 2-0 against Aston Villa in that account. Also in the 88th minute is Manchester City leading 2-0 against Leicester City. Newcastle restored their lead in that game against Brentford. They are currently leading 2-1. Surprisingly, Southampton are on course to get a victory against Crystal Palace, because at the 88th minute is Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 0. A rare victory for Southampton should they end this week.
Yeah, a real victory, and in fact, their fans will be very surprised, because to be honest, I can't remember the last time, Southampton got a point. Not talk of, getting all 3 points. Though, and they're
They have
playing
just 9 points in the EPL.
Yeah,
surprisingly.
With this point now, they'll be going on at least 12 points now, if I'm correct, and I think they'll be able to break that record, set by Derby County then, because we've been talking about looking at if I don't think they'll be able to break that record, but I think they've been motivated to make sure they break that record to avoid that unwanted record, playing 38 matches and having 11 point. And at the same time, I think kudos to them. They are playing against a Crystal Palace team that is a very, very a strong side, and we saw how the Crystal Palace have been dismantling teams this season, and we saw how they defeated Fulham away in the FA Cup that was about 3 days ago. Yeah,
That's the dynamic of football. When you defeated what's it called,
Fulham
3-0
away from home.
And yeah, you are tonight
losing
against the worst team in the PL, Crystal Palace. But anything can still happen in that game of football. Is the 88th minute in that one. We saw what's it called, Manchester United came from behind against this Southampton. It took them about 3 minutes to get 2 goals from that man who they are currently missing, Amad Diallo. I'm very sure the Manchester United manager Ruben Amorim can't wait to have the Ivorian back in the team. And come this weekend, we have that big one, the Manchester Derby, Manchester United against Manchester City.
Wow.
A battle of 2 unfortunate teams this season.
I don't think so. I think Manchester City, despite their injuries and lack of consistency, they still better than Manchester United, because looking at the position they are now, they can still make the top 4. Already they're inside the top 4 now, and they can still go ahead and win something. For Manchester United, this season has been in fact a one to forget for them, and for over 4 months now, they've not been able to move beyond 13th position.
It's so unfortunate because Amorim was sacked on the 13th position.
Yeah, and
19 games into the EPL for Ruben Amorim. We're still talking about Manchester United still being in the 13th position. So unfortunate to see what is becoming of the most successful side in EPL England history. But it's one thing to talk about history, just the same way Arsenal is history in the EPL when it comes to winning the EPL. Is the same way Manchester United are also moving through that part, but the difference is that yes, they have about a lot of trophies to show off, unlike Arsenal, who don't. How many Champions League do you guys have?
This season we are getting one.
This season,
yeah.
How many Champions League do you guys have?
We are getting one, close to one this season.
Okay, yes. Let's see if they'll be getting one. It says they'll be getting one this season, and they will be waiting to see if they can get that victory over the most successful side when it comes to EPL. UEFA Champions League football. Real Madrid will be led by Vinicius, Mbappe, and Bellingham. In that account, I really want to see that battle between Bellingham and Odegaard. Again, we're waiting for the restart of the second half in that game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid at this Metropolitano Stadium, and Barcelona who are still leading in that game 1-0. It's halftime break, and any moment from now, I believe the players will be back on the pitch for the restart of the second half. Aggregate score sits in favor of the captain's favor. That is Barcelona. Faithful, sorry, that's Barcelona, who are currently leading 5-4 via aggregate. But we saw a crazy game yesterday between Real Madrid and Real Sociedad, and that can still, resurface or come up again in this one between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah, that's it's very possible, very possible. And I think I will fought Real Sociedad a bit because at some point I think the 80th minute they were 3-1 up, and that's like you are seeing yourself in the final. I just don't know how they lost it within 2 minutes again. It's 3-3, 4-3. They had to fight back till the dying numbers of the game before they got a draw and move the game into extra time. And Madrid, they have this never give up spirit, just like Atletico Madrid.
That's what I would tell you. That this is Real Madrid we are talking about here. You can't actually write them off in a game.
Yeah,
of
sure, I'm
football.
not writing them off, but the way when it comes to Champions League, the way most people just feel like Madrid
Wait,
will have
are they
it
not the
easy.
most? Are they not the most successful?
I
side
accept
like us in
to
Champions
it
League?
when you tell me they are the most successful.
How many Champions League
yes.
do your team have?
No, they are the most.
Answer that question. Your team has how many Champions League?
I think 5 or 6.
Five. You think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many does Madrid have?
Well, no, I know, I
not
know.
Is it like this man? They
I
have
think
15.
they have 15,
15 for
yeah,
Christ's sake.
yes.
Yeah.
I know Madrid. They are the most successful side in the
That's
Champions
what I want to
League.
hear.
Okay, but you also listen to my own part. What I'm trying to drag at here is Real Madrid is a good side, no doubt about it. But they won't have it easy against Barcelona the way they have it easy against other teams in Europe. No way. I will never buy to that.
Yeah, and you could looking at this match now, it's almost like what happened in the first leg. We saw Atletico Madrid and Barcelona playing Atletico Madrid in the first leg. The match ended 4-4, and that same the following day we saw Real Madrid defeating Real Sociedad 1-goal.
Yeah.
And yesterday now we've seen another 4-4, and as it stands now we are seeing 1-0 now away. And in my head like this, and for Barcelona they need to what they need to do is just to make sure they keep a clean sheet. If they can keep a clean sheet in the second half, then they are good to go, and we'll be seeing another El Clasico.
And I think it's this month, April 26th or so, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Barcelona should be lifting their second trophy then.
Okay, let's see. Back in the start of the second half, we can see the players in that game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. They are back to the tunnel for the restart of the second half. We can see Diego Simeone there, one of the most successful manager. Can he be named as one of the successful manager in La Liga history?
I don't think so.
La Liga.
La Liga. What most successful? He's got only one La Liga to his
Well,
name.
I think he's
Look
just
at
Probably in the last-
the longevity he has had. Because if you're looking at the trophies won, I think then if you're looking at
no,
trophies won,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm coming. If you're looking at trophies won, then I think what's it called? Arsene Wenger shouldn't be in the conversation for one of the successful EPL managers.
Whereby you can make a case for Arsene Wenger. He's got one of a good trophy to his name.
How many
He
EPL?
went unbeaten.
How many EPL? How many
make
how
a
many
case for him
wait,
also.
how many
Three.
EPL titles in how many years?
Three.
In how many
He
years?
spent about I think 22
years.
Is it 20?
And
I
that's
think it's more than
successful.
20. Well,
Is that
no,
success?
not just that. How he transformed the English Premier League to the
Simeone
style
should
of
have
play.
at least 2 La Liga by now.
To La Liga,
Yes.
yeah, but what I'm
And,
trying to
you
say is
are
that
competing
I'm not
against
disputing
Barcelona
if he's
and,
not a good
Real
coach or
Madrid
not,
with this
but it depends
Atletico
on the
Madrid
angle you are
squad.
looking at it
Okay.
from. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, that's true though.
Okay, yes, I'm back in that game between Liverpool and Everton. It's still 1-0 in that game, and we are getting closer to the end of that game. 13 more minutes to go in regulation time, as Liverpool currently leading 1-0. They want it to end this way, but meanwhile, the manager, David Moyes, there is making a trio change for Everton in the second half for the remaining 13 minutes of this game. Can Everton respond in like times against Liverpool? 78 minutes, 12 more minutes to play in that encounter. Looks like Beto will also be replaced in this game.
I don't think. Okay, is that Dominic Calvert-Lewin? No, I don't.
Lewin has been withdrawn.
Yeah, so though I don't think he should replace him, and it's not him. It's Ashley Young that will be making way, and
I think Ashinyang is just coming in.
is it just coming in or making?
Yeah,
Let's see, Armando Broja also coming on, and okay,
I think
Beto,
Beto is
Beto.
Better is out.
And we know Liverpool have to be very careful because we saw how Everton equalized. I think in the 90th plus minute of the additional time in the first leg. So they need to be very careful. And this is how the game was actually going until they got that equalizer. And also talking about, we talked earlier on
Talking
about
about that one.
Southampton,
Yeah.
and they are 1-1 now. So
You can't, it was the 9 minutes. I know.
yeah, 90,
Typical Southampton side.
yeah.
You can't, give them a victory in a game of football until it's over. And talking about that danger man we're thinking of in that game, and you can see that was Art is currently beaten fast. Solot has been thrown into this game from the start of second half. Are we expecting a goal from Solot?
Well, I think well, one day when the records will get broken, so probably today does not get to score on a
Okay.
strict end.
All right, let's see if that is going to happen. But it's the restart of second half in that game between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona at the Metropolitano Stadium, which happens to be Atletico Madrid's home ground. Back to the goalkeeper there, who has conceded one goal in this encounter. Takes a long one into the middle of the park. Barcelona regains play. Referee says that was an infringement against the Atletico Madrid player. And it's going to be an early free kick to Atletico Madrid. Another player who has been thrown into this game has to be Lenglet, with Remindo, the left back, being replaced. And I said it in the first half when Remindo got a yellow card off Lamine Yamal. He needs to be withdrawn in that game because Lamine Yamal will always go against him. And when you have a yellow card, it's a disadvantage to you because you don't know how fast Lamine Yamal can be against you on the turn of it. So Remindo has been replaced in this encounter, and his former Barcelona player Clement Lenglet. I don't think he was really successful at Barcelona.
Well, those the time is days at Barcelona. When you look at Barcelona, we're really in one of their hard time when we had what's the name of this former president again? What's
Your most successful president.
Oh, no.
He has a chance for Liverpool to double their lead there, but easily defended there by Everton. Will be turning defense into attack there, but Liverpool regains possession there and holds onto the ball. Yes, and like Paulo rightly said, the Southampton won, Crystal Palace won in the 90th minute. Newcastle are on the verge of getting a famous victory against Brentford in that encounter. They're currently leading 2-1, and 90 plus done already. It looks like it's done and dusted for Aston Villa, who currently leads 2-0 against Brighton at the Selhurst Park there. And also Liverpool is in the 81st minute against Everton. It's 1-0 Liverpool leading in that encounter. Atletico Madrid will attack against Barcelona there, but easily defended there by the Barcelona goalkeeper mostly Chesney, who came out to gather that for Barcelona. Yes, Atletico Madrid will look to attack right now, and it's Levrento, who, if I'm not mistaken, sends a long one here. Might just be a chance for Atletico Madrid to get the equalizer against Barcelona. There's a chance for them, and that should be a beautiful save there from the Barcelona goalkeeper Chesney. Finally, there was an offside call against the Atletico Madrid player there, but that looks that was almost sending fears to your hearts.
That was scary for Barcelona
in the first leg, and I think we will see many of these moves from them. And I think Hansi Flick should have really watched the replay of the last encounter with Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. This is almost the typical Atletico Madrid movement whenever Solot is on the pitch.
Try and create an opening from the wing for the Ukrainian to slot it into the back of the net. Barcelona in possession of the ball right now, looks straight into the middle of the park, but just returning back to his teammate there. If I'm not mistaken, in the middle of the park, that's Frankie de Jong. If I'm not mistaken there, as Barcelona looks to attack right now, that is Koundé on the ball. Holds onto the ball, returns it back into the middle of the park, finds his teammates. Here's Barcelona attacking Koundé with the ball. Still holds onto the ball, has about 2 or 3 Atletico Madrid player. But at the end of the day, Lamine Yamal came to
Pedri.
might just be a chance for Barcelona second. I just hope that's not going to be an offside call. Switches it into the box there, but easily defended there by Atletico Madrid, will look to attack right now. And there's a Simeone on the ball there, sends it back into the middle of the park. See Atletico Madrid possession. The referee says that was an infringement against the Atletico Madrid player from a Barcelona player, and that is the Argentine, the Paul there, who was brought down by Fermin Lopez. I've not really seen much from Fermin Lopez in this game.
Well, I think
Probably it's one of the reasons why he doesn't start for Barcelona, because he doesn't have that imposing presence like Dani Olmo.
Well, we all know Dani Olmo quality. Dani Olmo has been around for so long.
Quality.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Well, but I'm so sure he will start in your team, though.
I guess so.
He will bench
Kopama.
anybody. It does not really have to be Kopama.
Oh, okay. But
I'm
Kopama
sure-
starts in your team.
I doubt, because if you look at where Kopama played, there is a Lamine Yamal there, and I don't see Lamine Yamal sitting for Kopama.
Okay.
And Rafinha also can sit. Probably he can fight it out in the middle of the picture. Maybe with Gavi, Dani Olmo, and Fermin Lopez also.
All right, 84th minute in that game between Liverpool and Everton, and it's still 1-0 Everton. Liverpool leads at home at Anfield. There's always a noisy stadium when Liverpool plays at this their home turf. There's a throwing there to Liverpool, and Liverpool were making another substitution of their own. Is Cody Gakpo, the Netherlands international, will be thrown in for the last
Simeone.
5 minutes of that counter. And we have about 5 more minutes to play in regulation time in that game. 1-0 Liverpool leads against Everton.
Right.
And yeah, in the Barcelona game, it's a corner kick to Atletico Madrid and taking quickly into the box there. Barcelona will actually defend their box there. And Atletico Madrid currently in position. And the early stages of the first 5 minutes of the second half, looks like Atletico Madrid has actually been the better side.
Yeah, as expected. You expect Atletico. Simeone should tell his guys we have to come out and get that much needed equalizing goal, because you can't really just say you want to sit back 90 minutes against Barcelona. What if against the one of play they get a second goal and Barcelona lock the shop, and then that's Atletico Madrid. And we need to know this their only trophy to fight for this season right now. So I think till the dying members of this game,
Yes, Liverpool attacking for the second goal. Will
And
it
this
be
could
for
be-
them in this game? Will be a
What's
second
this?
goal,
What
but
is
I
this?
think they actually wasted that. And still Liverpool in possession.
Wow.
Yes, back in play is Mo Salah there, but lost on possession in the dying embers there. So Everton who are back in possession, but it's going to be a free kick to Everton in that counter as well. Dracori was brought down there by Curtis Jones, and finally we are seeing the Liverpool substitution, and Scotty Gakpo will be coming in to replace Luis Diaz, and also Everton will be making a substitution of their own. That game is currently in the 85th minute, approaching the 86th minute. 4 more minutes for Liverpool to hang on in regulation time.
Well, I think if Liverpool gets to the 3 points, it will be a good one for them. And I think Arsenal fans should just greet the league a Sokbo, because I don't see Liverpool losing 4 matches out of the remaining 8. If I'm not mistaken, there is no way they will miss 4 out of the remaining 8. So,
I think they still have Arsenal. It's still a tie between Arsenal.
yeah,
and
they
Liverpool.
say yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
At Anfield.
Yeah, at Anfield, yeah.
I think
That is
probably
three
Arsenal
points
Arsenal will
lost.
be
3
giving
points
them a guard
Three,
of honor
three,
by
three
then.
what?
3 point lost.
Yeah, Arsenal will be
No,
giving
they-
them
Let's
a
not
guard
go
of
to
honor
Anfield and
by then.
defeat Liverpool.
When was the last time Liverpool defeated Arsenal at Anfield?
Wow.
Well, you'll be giving them a guard of honor because they would have won
wow.
the league by then. I think you are their third match before the league comes to an end.
I really
Maybe
love
match day
to see that
36
guy.
or so.
Well,
I really love
let's
to
see,
that
but,
guy.
So
yeah.
I think the league. Oh, what's that? Pickford.
That should be, is it a penalty?
You
think
know
that-
Nunes. Everybody knows Nunes.
It's not going to be a penalty.
I don't
Let's
think
see
that
if
was a
that's gonna be
penalty, you know,
I can't say who forward here. Hey, that's almost a go for
Oh,
Atletico
that was a
Madrid.
good
Sold
one.
out.
That is that danger man there, sold out in the 52nd minute, almost getting the equalizer for Atletico Madrid. He's always that danger man whenever he's attacking for Atletico Madrid, and that's that's one of the reasons why we were surprised when we didn't see him starting this game for Atletico Madrid, because we know what he brings to the game. Beautiful one for was the goalkeeper. The Barcelona goalkeeper,
Wow.
who made himself big there and confused them so lot right there. So it's still 1-0 Barcelona lead in that one. And also Darwin Nunes is still on the top.
And they've asked him to come into.
He has to find himself. If he's outside the pitch,
ball
game will have to come. Wow, that should be
but-
a look at.
But that was not the foul actually
Yeah, that was not the
for
foul.
Darwin
No,
Nunes.
that was not
And,
foul
yeah.
on Nunes. Let's see that again. I think the referee should be checking this for a yellow card on that Everton player. It looks like Romo being there. Oh, this is a penalty. This is a penalty.
no
That's
doubt.
actually a penalty there.
There's a penalty.
I think the Vera
Nunes,
will
was
be
in a
given.
Pickford,
Came straight
yeah.
for Nunes' leg. I think Vera will
Yeah.
surely be given a penalty to that effect. And let's see.
Well,
We're still
I don't
waiting.
think they're actually checking for any
I
penalties.
think they will.
Uh,
They will.
They'll surely check for a penalty.
They would have, unless or if they've confirmed it to be penalty. Because if they are checking, we would have seen the VAR. But let's see. If the ball is not even offside, because we know that we Nunes most of them wrong.
Oh God, it's not good to be known for wrong things.
You can see the way I've been rolling out and coming on just to make sure and I don't think
Oh,
there's-
and they gave him a yellow card.
yeah, because
Wow.
he was outside delaying
Okay.
the play, and he came back on.
What's the
Probably
play?
was even offside. Let's see the replay and
this is
again.
it right now.
Oh, let's
Okay.
see. Let's that is him cheering the fans up there. Let's see that again. There was a tackle on him. There was a tackle on him. If there's no offside there, then that is a penalty to Liverpool. But let's see what the referee decisions is. If Darwin Nunes was actually in offside
Bro,
prior to
I don't
that
see
goal.
them.
And get
There's
it in.
there's no
Barcelona looking
penalty
for the
call.
second goal in this encounter, straight into the hands of Rafinha there.
Who's
Still,
this?
is that Balde or Rafinha?
I think that should be
I think that should be
Rafinha.
Rafinha. And back in play there, it's still 1-0 Barcelona leading. And looking at Atletico Madrid in the second half, I think we've seen a better Atletico Madrid in the second half than we saw in the whole of the first half.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I talked, how they need to change, approach and tactics and, at least come out a bit. And I think Atletico Madrid, Diego Simone was actually listening to what I was saying and he quickly
Chance for
introduced.
Barcelona, but that's will be going to the back of the net. Beautiful save there from the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper. Rafinha should be doing better there. He had every opportunity there to slot that into the back of the net, but he went side netting, and it's going to be a corner kick to Barcelona. And yeah, looks like an injury scare for Lamine Yamal.
Well, I think Rafinha, it seems fatigue is beginning to tell on him because I saw what's his name again, as a flick. When he came back from the international break, he came out and he said he's not really ready. The last game again, he kept him on the bench for the whole 90 minutes, and there were news like he's having what's he called, tiredness is beginning to tell on him, fatigue. So he really needs that time off. So I think probably that's why we've not really seen much of Rafinha. We've not seen him make those ones. You will always see Rafinha. Rafinha is always one in 90 minutes, but I think those ones have not really been has not really shown in this game. So that shows that there is a bit of drop in
There's a
Rafinha.
chance for that equalizer, and still Everton coming out against Liverpool.
And this should be.
That was the chance.
yeah.
That was the chance I was talking about. That was the chance.
Rafinha should
But
be
he couldn't even put that into the back of it. That would have easily been Barcelona's second goal. Beautiful moment, beautiful chance. You can see the way. If there's one thing that is easy for Lamine Yamal, it has to be the way he splits open defenses with his passes. Beautiful, reflex from the 17 years old boy there to pick out on Lamine Yamal, but sorry, to pick out Rafinha. After that first, I think he should have gone for the top corner. That would have been more.
I think probably maybe because he made that
Look
last
at the way
shot from
Lamine
his
Yamal
weak
was
foot.
so sandwiched there between two Atletico Madrid player. Alright, we are straight. Yeah, man, just very chance for Barcelona, but
Fermin Lopez
still not
always
putting
that.
that into the
Pedri.
back of the net. And Pedri, looks like Lamine should be replaced.
Should
He
be
should be
removed.
replaced now. He's injured. As straight into the 57th minute of that encounter, it's still Atletico Madrid trailing 1-0 against Barcelona, but we have the ton of events in that game, with Barcelona currently in the better share of possession in that game. Starting in the second half, I think Atletico Madrid came in very, they came in recharged in the early stages of the second half, but now looking like it's Barcelona who are having the better share of ball possession, with 65% of the ball possession to Barcelona and just 35% to Atletico Madrid. And you look at it, normal total shots, and it comes to boys now how wasteful Barcelona has been in this encounter. 12 total shots in this game and 4 total shots to Atletico Madrid. And if there's one thing, one goalkeeper who is at holiday in this encounter, it has to be Szczesny. Zero goalkeeper saves in this game.
Well, I think he has not really been tested so much. The first 45 minutes, Atletico Madrid really came up with a defensive pattern. I think this second 45 minutes is the pattern has really changed. Just a matter of time before you will see Atletico really come at Roger Szczesny. That's certain. And with the way this match keeps going, I think if Barcelona don't get that much needed second goal, I see Atletico Madrid having every reason to score. And we've seen Eric Garcia and Mavona Darajo, as I said during the halftime break. Both players are coming in, and I think this is a good substitution for Marcel Flick as expected.
Yeah, let's see what the experience Araujo and Eric Garcia will be bringing in this encounter. If there's one name who actually knows Solot very well from his time as Girona, it has to be Eric Garcia. When Girona actually came in and surprised everybody, surprising team then, but they've gone down this season after losing the likes of Savinho, Eric Garcia, and their likes in
Pablo Torre.
All right, now we're straight into the 59th minute in that game, 1 minute away from 1 hour football at the Metropolitano Stadium, and still Atletico Madrid 0, FC Barcelona 1. Should it end this way, Barcelona will be making it straight to the final of the Copa del Rey, but everything to be played for in this encounter, as still a slim lead for Barcelona against Atletico Madrid. Straight into the 60th minute, 30 more minutes of football to be played at the Metropolitano Stadium. Do you see Barcelona getting the second goal?
Well, yeah, I still feel Barcelona can get the second goal. It's a game of football, anything can happen. And they've had chances whereby I think they should have even made it 2 or even go 3-0 up right now. And it's just, who is this Eric Garcia is down again? Atletico.
Oh, Liverpool needs to be careful in these nine numbers.
Well, I think Liverpool will go.
He forgot his leg on him.
Yeah, sure.
That should
That
likely
should
be a
be a
yellow
yellow
card.
card,
That should
yes.
likely be a yellow card to the Atletico Madrid player there. And it's still 1-0 Barcelona leading in that encounter, and also 1-0 Liverpool leads against Everton in the 4th minute of additional time. And you can see the Liverpool players on the bench. Arnold, who is subject to a move to Real
Is he
Madrid come
injured?
end of the season. I don't really
Because
think he was
Curtis
injured
Jones started as a
Yeah.
right back in this game.
in this
man.
game. Okay, Kelly with a long one there, and you look at how good Kelly is for Liverpool. Do you think it'll be is a waste on the bench, sitting on the bench of Liverpool? I think he starts. He should be able to start in a bigger team
Well, depending on
or
how
in a big
big,
team. Sorry.
probably one of those middle club. I don't think he will start in any of the top traditional, top 6 club in England. But Kale,
He will start at Chelsea.
I don't even think
Chelsea.
Liverpool have the
Just
Well,
to have a
uh,
goalkeeper.
I don't think
well,
Liverpool have
yeah, you first of all talk about Liverpool because Liverpool actually have they just
Alisson
recently
Becker.
signed a new goalkeeper
from
also.
Valencia.
Yeah.
Thomas
Talking
Wittmann
about
as well.
the Georgian goalkeeper. So come ending of the season, I don't know how they're going to do it. With Kale and the guy and
Becker is going.
Yeah, Alisson Becker.
As
should
Becker,
be
Well,
going for
as
Saudi.
Becker was likely be leaving for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
coming
well,
next
it
season.
depends. Then both of them will have to battle with that. But I think Calera will definitely start because he has been in the league, and the other guy wants to, fight for his space.
Okay, as we're straight into the 5th minute of 6 minute additional time in that one between Liverpool and Everton. We can see the Liverpool Everton goalkeeper Gerard Pickford coming forward to try and see if he can steal 1 point here. Ashley Young with a corner kick, quickly checking, and Liverpool were back in possession. They'll look to attack, but the referee says there was an infringement in the box there, and it's going to be a free kick to what's it called, to Liverpool.
Liverpool.
Kelia was actually impaired right there in the box, and it's a free kick to Liverpool. It looks like it's done and dusted for Everton in this one. There's no late goal or late drama at the Anfield like we saw at the Goodison Park. in the first
Yeah, and
leg.
kudos to Everton. They've tried to stop this rampaging Liverpool from scoring none more than 1 goal, and we also saw in the first leg how they also stop Liverpool from scoring not more than 1 goal. Also, and for Liverpool, I think they've claimed the 0 3 point because with the next kick now, I think the referee will be calling it a day, and Everton they've tried.
Okay, they've really tried, but they'll be leaving the stadium with 0 points if it ends this way. There's still time to go in this one. Liverpool will come to attack. Right there, he's got the gap with the ball there. Cuts inward with the ball. And still a chance for Liverpool when he unleashed the shots. But this one souls off wide, and that is Darwin Nunes, sorry, not got the gap with that shot for Liverpool. And the slot he has been out once by this Everton side, and he knows that they need that full maximum concentration in the dying embers of this encounter to solidify or get a 3 points against this Everton. This should be the last kick of this game.
Yeah, it should.
And that is the last kick of the game, and it's a sealed one. And the prayers of Paulo didn't come to pass because Liverpool had just labored hard to get a victory against their arch rivals. Yes, that's talking about Everton. They are both what's it called, Evertonian team.
Yeah.
Liverpool are not just really far off from the Goodison
Merseyside
Park.
derby.
Yes, a Merseyside derby. Beautiful game of football we've seen at the Anfield Stadium. You can see
And
the
Steven
legendary
Gerrard.
Steven Gerrard right there, cheering the boys up, and it's 1-0 as it ends. Diogo Jota with the only goal in this encounter, and it might just be all that matters for Liverpool to win the EPL title.
Yeah, I think this is a very good win for them. A win they really need. Probably if they have lost this game, Arsenal fans might just have a little bit of hope. But right now, I think all hope is done for Arsenal. They should just try and keep. Yes, because it's gone already. This Liverpool leading with 12 points. With how many matches to go?
8.
8 matches to go. So that means Liverpool need to
They
lose
need
at
to lose
least
four out of
4 to even get equal with Arsenal. Arsenal, they must be joking.
I think Paulo doesn't have. We don't agree with that.
Well, I think what's giving them faith is they've also been there before and they let it they let off it. So I think
Wow.
maybe they
They
are
let it slip.
oh yes, so they are thinking a repeat can happen to Liverpool.
Well,
But I don't see this
I
Liverpool
don't think
sleeping
you are
on it.
correct with that. Your last statement. There was no time Arsenal was leading with 12 points and having 8 matches to go.
Okay, it matches to go.
The other time you were saying was about 2 seasons ago. We were leading about with I think about 5 or 6 points. And Manchester City was having one game at and then and they won all their games then. But we couldn't. We also won our games, but due to the what they call it the outstanding, and that was when they actually won. I think by 2 points. So it's not about being there, but I think this season Liverpool actually they deserve to win the league because they've been very consistent more than any other team in the league. And for Arsenal, we've tried our best, and to be honest, with a lot of injuries, suspension, everything, and we were still continuing to push them. And well. Saying the league is gone, well, at least about let's say 80%, but mathematically it's still possible.
Okay.
All right, we're straight into the 67th minute in that one between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. Looking at the number of cards in this game, 5 yellow cards to Atletico Madrid in the second quarter. What is happening? Out of 11 players, you have 5 players on yellow card
Well,
already.
that's typical Atletico Madrid. If you lose the ball, don't lose the leg, don't lose the player or other. So I think Barcelona just really have to be careful because this Atletico Madrid team, I'm not really comfortable with this game being 1-0 around the 60th, 70th minute because this Atletico Madrid team, you can't write them off. Antoine Griezmann, Solot, Alvarez, these players are within, if once you sleep, they are ready to come at you and they will get that much needed goal. But let's see how it goes. I just hope Barcelona can get one more goal and then we can have a lot of rest.
Okay, let's see if Barcelona will get to one more goal because we have about 21 more minutes to go in that encounter. 21 more minutes for Barcelona to hang on against this Atletico Madrid side. Anything can still happen in a game of football. We saw Liverpool also hanged on to a 1-0 victory against Everton in that encounter. So anything can still happen in this one between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. And we can see, looks like that player is currently down injured, if I'm not mistaken. Sporting the jersey number 16, Monila, right? Yeah, he's currently down there. Just hoping to see if he'll be able to continue this game for Atletico Madrid. We're straight into the 69th minute in that encounter. And it's still Barcelona leading 1-0 against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid will attack against Barcelona right now, holding on to the ball. Let's see what they make out of that. But it's out for a throwing to Atletico Madrid. Beautiful game of football played tonight by Alejandro Balde for Barcelona. But looks like the man of the match in this game might just be Lamine Yamal.
Well, I think Lamine Yamal a fantastic player, but don't be surprised if they give it to Pedri because I think Pedri has really been in one super form for Barcelona this season. And if you take your time out to watch Barcelona play, you will see Pedri has always been what's it called, the orchestrator of everything coming out of FC Barcelona. So I feel like Pedri still have a chance also. But good one, Lamine Yamal, good game. He has always in and out every game. He has always come with a good one.
All right, some surprising results in the EPL, and one is that game, that victory by Ipswich defeating Bournemouth 2-1 away from home, which now puts Ipswich as 20 points. Leicester City sits at 19 points with 17 points, while Southampton gradually are thinking of not equaling or not ending below or breaking that unnecessary record by Derby County. They currently sit last with 10 points. 10 points from 30 games. It's actually disappointing. Not even a Imba we get just 10 points in the EPL. Wasted efforts. Okay, here's Barcelona attacking again against Atletico Madrid, looking for the second goal as we approach on the 69th minute of that encounter, which will leave us with about 21 minutes to go in that game. The referee says there was an infringement on an Atletico Madrid player, and finally another yellow card being flashed in that encounter.
I think that's for Alejandro Balde.
Okay, that's Balde going into the referee books right now in that game. That game is fast moving on. 69 minutes gone in that game. We are barely on 20 minutes into. We have barely 20 minutes to play in this encounter, and still Barcelona leading 1-0. I think you guys need to get the second goal. You need that security goal right now.
Yes, I think as a flick also will be telling the boys right now, we need that goal, and probably if they don't get the goal to the 80th minute, they should just give everything in defend, he probably don't come out
You
anymore.
guys should score that second goal.
Because that second goal
Hey,
is
yes,
what
that
really
chance
matters.
for Atletico Madrid.
And they got it.
That is the
Probably
equalizer.
offside,
That should be offside.
VAR.
Who else than Solot? Slotting that into the back of the net.
Offside.
But offside, yes, that is the call. If there's one man that knows how to put that ball into the back of the net, is Solot. Look at how
Yeah.
easy it was for
I
him
think
there.
I'm always scared seeing
that.
Araujo on the. Oh, I think he should.
Oh,
be
it
off.
should be off. No. Let's see.
Kounde
Let's see.
also should-
VR will be having a check on that goal. I'm very sure. So let's see what VR reaction will be on that goal scored by Atletico Madrid. I think yes, it has been chalked off. VR are not going to have a view on
How
that.
many goals have Barcelona really seen offside? I think that's one of the good thing that's really helped Barcelona. They Hansi Flick really playing this high line defense. It has really helped them.
But bringing in Solot into this game, I think that's really brought in some a bit of life into this Atletico Madrid side, and it begs the question: why was he benched in the first place?
Yeah, like I said earlier, I was very surprised not seeing him starting the game, and you could see with his introduction in the second half, he has been a threat, to Barcelona's defense, and Barcelona needs to be very careful, otherwise it's going to get a goal. He has come close to getting a goal, but the offside call actually been the reason why he has not scored in this game so far. And you talk about Diego Simone not starting, and probably it's due to the tactic, but I think the tactic didn't actually work, because we saw in the first 30 minutes how Barcelona was bombarding them with a lot of attack. Then they were doing the defending, and everything didn't work. And you see instantly at halftime he quickly introducing, and since then you've seen Atletico Madrid play more better than they did in the first half.
All right, straight into the 72nd minute of that game is still Barcelona leading 1-0 against Atletico Madrid. There's just one goal scored in the 27th minute by that young man, Ferran Torres, in this encounter. I think Barcelona should also be looking at bringing in the like of Lewandowski in this encounter.
Well, I think Lewandowski will be a good addition, no doubt. But you need to look at they will still we have a test come this weekend, and Barcelona are still leading. Not really. Maybe they are on the losing end. If probably they are in the losing end, then I would say you should bring in Lewandowski. But for now, Ferran Torres is in a fine form, and he got the goal. So let him still have some couple of minutes more.
I'll get full time in all centers in the EPL, and the Bournemouth surprisingly losing 1-2 against Ipswich. Brighton lost 3-0 at home against Aston Villa. Manchester City kept on with their 2-0 victory against Leicester City. Newcastle battled from behind to defeat Brentford 2-1 in that encounter. Southampton and Crystal Palace had to settle for a 1-1 draw, while Liverpool had to keep it late to defeat their arch rival Everton 1-0 at the Anfield Stadium. So for them to solidify their stand at the EPL table, because they're currently leading the second team, which happens to be Arsenal, by 12 points as it stands right now. And don't forget to join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. for that big match between Chelsea and Tottenham Hotspur. We'll be here in the studio to give you every details of that game as it happens. And the next game for Arsenal happens to be away to Everton at the Goodison Park. It should be an easy ride for Arsenal. They know how to defeat Everton.
Well, we've been lucky with. No, I don't think it's easy. Apart from last season, I think for like 3 seasons in a row, we were unable to, defeat Everton at Goodison Park. And but last season we got a lone goal, a good score by I think Leandro Trossard. And this season, I'll be expecting us to get the 3 point also, before we face Real Madrid, but. This Everton side, they've been a very, very good side also this season.
Okay, yes, you can hear that sound from Paulo talking about Everton side. So it's a tie that everybody can really look forward to. 74 minutes gone in that one between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. The clock is fast ticking in this one. We have about barely 17 minutes to go in that encounter. The lap, it looks like at the end of the day, probably you guys will have to do with a 1-0 victory. But looking at Atletico Madrid in the last 10 minutes of this game, they've taken the game to Barcelona, put a goal into the back of the net, though it was chalked up for offside. But looks like the second half, there's been a lot of life in this Atletico Madrid side.
Yeah. I think they've been the better side in the second, attack-wise, in the second 45 minutes. Barcelona has really lost a couple of chances where I feel like they could have just converted that and let's say it's the security goal they really need. But right now, you just need to look at it. If the 70th minute is still 1-0, if we are lucky to get into the 80th minute and it still remain 1-0, then I think they should be doing more of defensive work than attack. Because this Atletico Madrid team, I can't write them off till the final whistle for you.
Okay, yes, let's see if they'll actually be written off in this encounter, but there's still a lot of time to go in that game. 75 minutes of action, and we're last
Ferran
into
Torres
the
is
last
coming out.
15 minutes of the last quarter of this encounter between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Everything still to fight for in that encounter. Okay, so let's see, we're straight into the 75th minute, 15 more minutes to go. We can see Barcelona making a substitution of their own. It's of the goal scorer there, Ferran Torres, will be replaced by the legendary Robert Lewandowski. If it comes to experience, I think, yes, this is a big trade Barcelona throwing into this game.
Yeah. Good one, and I think Lewandowski will even make the Atletico Madrid defense be a bit much more worried, knowing that this is a fresh leg coming in, and with the quality of Lewandowski, we saw him in the last meeting Barcelona against them, and this. Ooh. Oh God, man.
God knows I want Barcelona to score the second goal, not an equalizer. I don't want this game going to extra time.
Honestly, yeah, even me, I don't want the game
God
to
knows that. I don't want this game going to extra time, but
Yeah.
that is a game of football. 76 minutes, 14 more minutes to play in regulation time between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. It's still 1-0 Barcelona leading. Ferran Torres with the early goal in the 27th minute. Should it end this way, Barcelona wins this time 5-4 on aggregate and qualifies for the final to face off against the
Real Madrid.
almighty Real Madrid.
You
Yeah,
can't
still
give them
Atletico Madrid
call
coming
them
forward to
anything.
attack against Barcelona in this encounter. Let's see if Barcelona can hang on with this slim lead against Atletico Madrid. They need this victory to push themselves into the final, but anything can still happen in a game of football. Okay, yeah, so let's see how it ends in this run in of this encounter between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid sends one out from the back against Barcelona, but Barcelona regains possession in the middle of the park. But the referee says that was an infringement against Barcelona. And one man I've not really seen in this game has to be Griezmann, Antoine Griezmann. But the expression is there for that young man. Or is he a young man? Yes, let me still use that word there, young man. But one thing is you can't take your eyes off Antoine Griezmann.
Yeah, Antoine Griezmann has been one of Atletico Madrid best attacking player in the last probably 2 to 3 seasons now. But this particular encounter, we've not seen much from him. Though he still got the experience and he can still turn up for Atletico Madrid.
All right, straight into the 78th minutes. We have just 12 more minutes for Atletico Madrid to find that equalizer against Barcelona in this encounter. Still everything to fight for in that game. Still 1-0, so it's not a done and dusted affair between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona in this encounter. But Atletico Madrid will come forward with the ball. Barcelona equal to the task there as they equally defended that off of Barrios. Talking about Barrios, Atletico Madrid are looking at a swap deal with Chelsea, sending Barrios to Chelsea and getting Enzo Fernandez. Is that a good one for Atletico Madrid?
Well, good one. When you look at Simeone, I think Enzo is one player who is who has the characteristics of the type of player I really want. And Barrios also is a good player, but will he be able to adapt to the Chelsea team? That I can't really say because we've seen
even Enzo is yet to adapt fully to the to the pace of EPL.
Yeah, so I think Enzo will settle so well in La Liga, and I think Barrios is more. I still say him in this version of what was this guy that came to Chelsea then?
João Felix?
No, this Atletico Madrid midfielder.
Saul
Saul. I think they
Yeah.
play almost alike, and I think he came in as a replacement after Saul left, maybe 2 or 3 seasons after. So I think, but good one. Let's just see how it goes.
I
If
doubt
Atletico
if
get Enzo,
that
it
will
a
be
good one.
happening. I doubt if that swap deal will be happening.
And when you look at how much you got Enzo, how much you get Enzo?
100, I think
So
100
and
million pounds.
for tonight,
Chelsea
so
rather sell
Barrios-
Enzo outrightly than doing a swap deal. Looking at how João Felix didn't actually turn into success at that club. So yes, Barcelona attacking, looking for the second goal against Atletico Madrid with this great chance for them. Rafinha with the ball there, holds onto the ball, returns it back into the middle of the park where finds Femi Lopez.
No, Femi Lopez is not on the pitch.
Okay, yes, Barcelona with a chance for a second goal. Atletico Madrid Madrid equal to the task there. Beautiful defended there by the Atletico Madrid defender. And Lamine Yamal is
He's
still on the pitch.
pitch.
Surprising to see.
Wow.
Yes, we're straight into the 80th
What a
minute.
player this guy
Straight
is.
into the 80th minute of this encounter. 10 more minutes for Atletico Madrid to find that equalizer against Barcelona. But before they can get that equalizer, they have to defend this corner kick from Barcelona.
And I think one player I'm impressed with since he has come in has to be Ronaldo Araujo. He has been everywhere so far. Good one.
You can hear that sound from him. But Barcelona will have to, attack from this corner kick situation in this encounter. Since one, it is still a chance for Barcelona, but straight into the hands of the goalkeeper, the Atletico Madrid goalkeeper, talking about Musso in this encounter. He will look to send that off into the path of his teammates. It was straight into the 80th minute, last 10 minutes to be played in this game. Barcelona still leading 1-0.
Yeah, I think good one. How they've been able to keep the lead since the 27th minute, if I'm not mistaken. How they've been able to defend and keep it, God knows, because
It's because they're playing against Atletico Madrid. That is one thing. Because this is also a defensive, centric team. They are not yet. They've not really attacked in this encounter. Here might just be a chance for Atletico Madrid to find an equalizer, but Szczesny will gather this, and we have to talk about Szczesny. A player who came out of retirement. We saw Inaki at the start of the season for Barcelona after Ter Stegen went out injured, but surprisingly, Inaki lost his starting shirt to Szczesny.
Yeah, I was surprised, when I heard that Uyesegni actually, hang the boot, because if you look at him, I think it's about 35, 36, and there's still a lot of goalkeepers that even in that 40, still keeping on.
We had the played into the early 40s. Casillas playing very close to 40. We saw Van der Sar played into the other side.
Even I think there's about 40 years old goalkeeper in the league. Talking about the West Ham goalkeeper, Fabianski. Yeah, he's still in it, and for Ujesegni, probably he thought he has won whatever thing he wants to win with Juventus, and he decided to hang the ball, and he got the opportunity to go.
So that means Inaki will likely be leaving.
Yes, Inaki will be leaving because Ter Stegen will be back this season. So next season should be Ter Stegen and Szczesny. And I think Inaki is a good goalkeeper on his own day. I think where he lost the starting spot to Szczesny, I think Szczesny has this leadership quality, the way he carries the way he controls the defense and everything, and that you don't see in Inaki. It's more or less like a newbie in that defensive setup. But for Szczesny, you can see
that game Barcelona lost to AS Monaco was the beginning and the end of Inaki Pena.
No, I won't fault him for that game, because rather that game the red card really changed everything, and I think he considered the free kick led into a goal. So Barcelona lost it from there, and that was still that's the early days of Hansi Flick. He's still trying to let this player get used to his style of play and everything. I think to me he's a good goalkeeper. Where he just lost it is he does not have that leadership quality, the way Szczesny will man those defense and everything.
So what's the official looking like for Inaki Pena?
I think Barcelona will cash in on him. Probably Chelsea can come out with maybe 30 to 40 million, and then we just.
I'll get back in play in that game between Atletico Madrid and FC Barcelona. 83rd minute, approaching the 84th minute, which will leave us with about 6 more minutes to go in regulation time. It's still a goal differentiating these two sides in this encounter. So everything is not done and dusted in that game. Barcelona can still concede a goal against Atletico Madrid, or they have to double their lead to have a secured result in this one, and probably have a date with Real Madrid in the final of the Copa del Rey. Where is Atletico Madrid will look to attack against Barcelona right now in the second half. They've actually given a good account of themselves being the better side in the second half. Overall, it's still Barcelona who has been it in this game, and it's 3 against 3. Lamine Yamal with the ball there, but took a wicked deflection there and straight into the hands of the goalkeeper Musso there. Looking at the statistics, gradually Atletico Madrid are coming up in this encounter right now. 42% of ball possession to Barcelona, 58% of ball possession in this game, but still no shots on target for Atletico Madrid in this encounter. Really, really disappointing affair from Atletico Madrid. I don't know how you play for about 80 minutes. You're not having a shot on target. 84 minutes gone in this game. We are moving straight into the 85th minute. Anytime from now, which will leave us with about 5 more minutes to go in regulation time. Barcelona needs to hang on right now. What do you think should be going into the heads of the Barcelona defenders right now?
Well, I think just as they've done from the first minute, don't concede, because you can't really concede at this moment. If you concede at this moment, it's either you are in for another 30 minutes of football, or you are even going to lose this game right now. And with the way this players is, I don't really see this Barcelona defense. They've been running in and out, especially Alejandro Balde and Kounde. If this game goes into the extra time, I don't see those guys playing in the extra time, the additional 30 minutes, because they already look exhausted. They are just playing it with their last strength and everything. And who knows, probably what's that?
All right, straight into the 85th minute of that encounter. 5 minutes to go in this encounter between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid throwing all the swords at Barcelona in this encounter, but none has been able to penetrate through the hearts and souls of the Barcelona players in this encounter. Atletico Madrid comes out to attack again. Requirement with the ball, springs the pass into the box there, but easy catch there for the Barcelona goalkeeper after that weakened deflection from his teammates, but straight into the hands of Szczesny, who has vast experience of playing in this caliber of games. Yes, 85 minutes, and you can see
Pedri.
even the players are so stressed out and tired in this encounter, full of running, no doubt.
Yeah, so and that's what you expect in a game, Barcelona Atletico Madrid, because this Atletico Madrid in 120 minutes they are still playing, they are still coming at you, still going for you. So it's a normal thing for them, and I think good one, they were able to get that much needed lead in the first 45 minutes. Probably if Barcelona did not get that goal in the first 45 minutes, Atletico would have won this game by now.
Oh, you guys are still struggling to get a game.
Yeah. So
Yes, that is due to the sharp reflexes of Lamine Yamal. You have to give it to him for that goal. The way he picked
player,
out of Ferran Torres for that Barcelona's goal. We're straight into the 87th minute now. 3 more minutes to go in regulation time, and this is where it all gets dicey and where the mistakes comes in a game of football.
Yeah, and Barcelona have to be very, very careful. They have less than for maybe 6 or 7 minutes plus additional time, and to go. And I think they need to, start thinking about how to make sure they keep a clean sheet. Stop this Atletico Madrid from scoring, because Atletico Madrid will be throwing everything they've got now in the last dying minute to see if they can force the game, into extra time. And though we've seen Atletico Madrid come close to scoring, but I think luck has been against them. And Barcelona have also had
coming in. I
yeah.
think Lamine Yamal is off right
Finally,
now.
Lamine Yamal being withdrawn.
A defensive substitution.
Reminds me of the Nigerian manager Eric Chelle.
Yeah, I
That game
never knew
against
what he did
Zimbabwe.
against that match. I was expecting we were leading 1-0. Osimhen is out. Bring in a defender. Just close up the shop, and he was doing a
I
like
think it was
for like
just within 2
substitution.
minutes. I don't really
Yeah,
know.
but
I think we were in the studio together that day.
Yeah.
That substitution.
It was in fact, honestly, I don't think it was just about the substitution. I think it's about the players, the mentality. Because even though we are one man down that day, we should have been able to see off the game. We are playing from at home, and playing against a Zimbabwe team that failed to attack us. Not until after we got that goal, and we scoring the second half and still unable to get the 3 point was very, very disappointing. Daddy.
Yeah, it was a disappointing affair for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. We'll now have to chase out the park. I think the first spot is done. It's gone already. South Africa should be getting that first spot, because all South Africa remaining games will be played on South Africa's soil. So there's no point. South Africa against Lesotho will be played right there in South Africa. South Africa against Zimbabwe will be played right there in South Africa. I think probably it might just be. Have they played their 2 games against Rwanda?
I think that should.
That should have been. That will be the only game that we're going out. No, it's going to be home also. They played at Rwanda in the first leg at Rwanda also. So it's almost a done and dusted affair. Right? Don't see Nigeria.
Rwanda was their last match they played. They defend, is it Rwanda or Benin Republic?
Benin Republic. There was nobody there. Okay, yes, and we're straight into the 89th minute, and gradually we're going straight into the last embers and last moments of this encounter between FC Barcelona and Atletico Atletico Madrid. We are here in the dicey situation. Barcelona leading via a slim lead in this encounter against Atletico Madrid. 89th minute of this encounter. I think we should be having about 4 minutes additional time.
Yeah, I think 4 minutes, 4 minutes, and if not 5 minutes, because we need to look at the number of substitution in the second half. There was a goal check
Disallowed.
also disallowed and all that. So I think we should be seeing 45 minutes. But I think if Barcelona can normal 90-minute regulation time, if they can really keep hold of the game, I think during the additional time they would. Barcelona should be winning this from now.
Oh, we saw you guys lose a lead against this Atletico Madrid, scoring with almost the last kick of the counter. I think that was during the first leg.
Yeah, that was the 4-4, and it was a very, very strange game. We saw Atletico Madrid taking, I think, about 2 goal lead in the first half. Barcelona came back,
Came back 2-2
and
to lead
2-2 to
and
lead to
4-2.
4-2, and it was a comeback upon comeback in that game.
Well, you need to look at it's a different scenario now. This you are fighting for the final. You are looking at it up front. It's not just a one-leg match whereby you feel just about
Well,
the
look
3
at the way
points
Barcelona
right
approached this game. If you guys approach Real Madrid this way, oh Lord of Nazareth.
now. Real Madrid won't come with this mindset Atletico come into this game with. So that's one thing you also want to look. Atletico came with a defensive game. If Real Madrid play defensive against me, I keep telling people this Real Madrid team, in as much as they still depend on pace and everything, I don't see them breaking up this
We'll be here in the
Barcelona
studio
team.
that day. No doubt. Okay, right now we're into additional minutes in that game between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Barcelona against Real Madrid. Maybe that's why the name is coming to my mouth. So we're straight into the first minute of additional time, and any moment from now I'll be confirming how many minutes has been added by
Should
the
be dropping a
fourth
pass for
official.
Lewandowski.
A chance for Barcelona to attack
Oh,
was
bad
straight
day
into
was
the hands
this.
of Musso, the goalkeeper there. That's what threatened Atletico Madrid. And we are almost done with the first minute of additional time in this encounter. I know what's not going through your mind right now. It's just to see Barcelona get a victory in this one.
How many minutes was given?
Yeah, I'm still waiting for confirmation of the number of minutes added by the fourth official in that game. But any moment from now, we'll be having the confirmation. But as it stands right now, Atletico Madrid needs to get a response against Barcelona to keep this
I
game
think they
alive.
will give it their all this last minute right now. 4 minutes. 4
Yeah,
minutes.
it's 4 minutes
Yeah, 4
additional
minutes.
time. That's the confirmation. We're into the second minute of 4 minutes additional time in this encounter. Barcelona has about 2 minutes, or minimum of 2 minutes to hang on against the stubborn Atletico Madrid side. And yes, Atletico Madrid coming out to attack against Barcelona in the dynamos. Can they caught Barcelona where it matters most in this encounter? A chance for Atletico Madrid sends a cross into the box straight. That's threatening, almost threatening the goalkeeper. Still no shot on target for Atletico Madrid. We're straight into the second minute, gradually approaching the third minute of additional time. And talking about this man, Diego Martinez, when Barcelona signed him, we thought he was going to be, one of those player, that makeshift player for Barcelona.
Yes.
But the experience has actually worked for him.
Well, I think under Xavi it was more or less like that. I think this is the second season at Barcelona. Hansi Flick came in and he really understood the Hansi Flick game, and I think he has been a very good leader, a very big name when it comes to the Barcelona defense line. I think for me, I would just say probably he came into the let me say the big scene during the twilight of his career, because I think Inigo Martinez is 35 now. 35 now,
Yeah.
yes. So and but
He won the Euros with Spain.
did he go to the
Yeah, to the
Euros?
Euros.
Did he-
I'm
did
not
he
sure it
follow
was
them?
part of it.
Because I knew he was at Atletico Bilbao then.
Then?
Yes,
Last Euros.
Yes, I think it was at Atletico Bilbao. Or the last Euros was when? Last year.
Last
No, it was
year.
at Barcelona, but it was not a starter.
Okay.
I think that's why.
All right, straight into the third minute of 4 minutes
Oh,
additional time. A chance for Atletico
It's
Madrid
Solot.
is in the Barcelona box. You can see the question, where is Solot? You have to find him. Yes, the Atletico Madrid attacking against Barcelona. A chance for them to send an in-swinger. We are straight into the last minute of additional time in this encounter.
think
Barcelona
Barcelona
has
will
about
down to
50 seconds to hang on against, minimum of 50 seconds, to hang on against this stubborn Atletico Madrid side. But when one would have thought Barcelona had to, keep hold of one goal right there from the
What's this
27th minute
Lewandowski?
straight into the 90 plus
Barcelona is
minutes.
doing what's
Yes,
respect of Atletico Madrid now.
yes, we have Barcelona doing everything to defend their territory in this game at the Metropolitano Stadium. A chance for Atletico Madrid to send an in swinger. I think there was an infringement there. The referee will be giving the free kick to Atletico Madrid. A yellow card dished out
Gerard
to
Martin.
Gerard Martin there as a yellow card to that younger player who came in to replace Lamine Yamal in this account. A chance for an swinger, and I think gradually the clock is gradually ticking down because we are already playing additional time right now.
I think this should be the
94
last
minutes, and 4 minutes gone already. We're into 4 minutes plus in this account.
This should be
Atletico
the
Madrid
last
taking the
chance for
pressure
Atletico
to
Madrid.
Barcelona in the 9
And
embers
we can
of
see
this
their
game.
goalkeeper coming out.
Yeah, he
This
has to
should
come
be-
out to
This should
try
be the
and
last chance right now. If Barcelona should defend
if
this
you can see
right.
they go from it.
Boy, I don't.
And it's finished already. It's Barcelona who are through to
Yeah.
the final of the Copa del Rey. They had to do it the hard way, getting a 1-0 victory. Struggled to get a 1-0 victory against Atletico Madrid. Got in that goal scored in the 27th minute by Ferran Torres. And it's Barcelona and Real Madrid confirmed for
Another
the
El Clasico final.
of the Copa del Rey. Another El Clasico final. What a game of football.
Yeah, what a game of football, and as expected, Barcelona got the job done, and courtesy of Ferran Torres, the goal scored in the 27th minute, and it was not the same as the first leg. We saw a lot of goals in the first leg, 4-4, but today we at the beginning we were thinking we were going to see those goals also, but what we actually saw was a different ball game. We saw defense versus attack, and Barcelona come out on top, and though it was we also saw that the fighting spirit from both sides. You could see Atletico Madrid with a lot of cards, and at a time Barcelona also joined in getting those cards also, but at the end of the I think the better side have come out on top.
I know it means a lot to you.
Well, congratulations to all Barcelona lovers. I think good victory from them. And one thing we really need to look at is I think Hansi Flick did something so well in this game. Throughout this season, I don't think there is any game Barcelona considered 4 goals if not this Atletico Madrid game. So probably he has gone back and has really looked around like where was the errors from because you need to look at Barcelona this season. Conceding 4 is really much. Though we know Barcelona they've scored 4 goals about 20 times this season, 5
They've
and 6
considered
goals.
3 also.
3 also, but considering 4 goals, you have to look at it like where is it coming from against Atletico Madrid? A game you were already from the winning side, so probably immediately they got the lead. As if Flick would have told those guys for the remaining 60 minutes or this thing, you guys just have to suffer, and we can see how well they suffered. The whole players look exhausted right now. Good one for them. Good one for them.
It's a pleasure having you guys in the studio.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Okay, congratulations to Barcelona fans and Barcelona players and the manager because they have a date against Real Madrid in the final of the Copa del Rey. But still to come tomorrow, we have Chelsea against Tottenham Hotspur in the EPL, which is the last game for the week 30 of the EPL. So it's an interesting and beautiful match to come up tomorrow. So don't miss that. We'll be here in the studio of Premier Sport Fan Center to give you live and